What's going on, guys? Unknown Player here, and today we'll be taking a look at the brand new M16, which was recently buffed within Advanced Warfare. So as you guys know, the M16 was released. Of course, it's a brand new weapon that came out very recently in addition to the Cell 3 Cauterized and the AK-47, but the M16 was very weak, and of course I made a video on it. I showed gameplay of it and I gave my impressions of the weapon, and that was simply that the weapon was awful and it definitely needed a buff, and it was not competitive compared to the IMR or the ARX, the other burst fire assault rifles. And a ton of you guys in the comment section agreed with me that the weapon is bad, and just everyone generally had the impression that the M16 was a very bad gun, and it didn't really stand up in Advanced Warfare. So Sledgehammer obviously took that feedback on board, and they did buff the weapon very recently. They worked pretty fast and they buffed it within a few days. And what they did is three main things. They increased the aim down sight speed, they increased the max damage and range, and they also decreased the burst delay so it fires a little bit quicker. So those two things actually made quite a big difference. In this video, we're going to look at some gameplay of the new and improved M16 and see how it functions and how it keeps up with the other weapons in Advanced Warfare. And long story short, it's actually quite a decent weapon now. It's definitely a lot more competitive. I'm not sure whether it's as good as the ARX or IMR still. I'm still not sure whether it's as good as those, especially some of the better versions like the Hole Puncher ARX. That's a very good version of the weapon. I'm not sure whether it's that good quite. It doesn't like kill in one burst very consistently, but it's still definitely a better weapon, and it's actually usable. Like, you can actually do pretty well. You see some decent gameplay of me getting good clips. Like before, it was really hard to get gameplay of this thing and just really just struggle to get any clips at all, and just generally it was a very difficult weapon to use. But now it's definitely a lot more usable. It's actually a viable weapon to use, and the aim down sight speed is to be noticeable. Like in this gameplay, I'm not even using the quick draw grip, but it's a lot more easy to handle. I'm not sure whether it's still the same speed as the other assault rifles, but it's definitely a lot more easy to handle in terms of aim down sight speed. I definitely am one who always uses quick draw, because I prestige recently I didn't have it, so even without the quick draw handle, it was still a decent weapon to handle. The damage does seem improved. Before, it was never ever a one burst kill. I'm still not exactly sure whether it is. I'm pretty sure you can get a one burst kill to the head. Of course, that does depend on the variant you're using, because some have plus or minus damage, so that's going to affect whether it can be a one burst kill. But it seems like it's a lot more powerful, and at range the damage doesn't drop off quite as quickly and doesn't feel like it's shooting pretty much feathers anymore like it used to. I think the best improvement to it is the burst delay, because of course before it was very slow firing. It was really slow, and coupled with the recoil, it also just made it just not a weapon that you'd use at all. A weapon like the IMR, of course, the 4 burst assault rifle, that thing fires very fast, almost like you can fire it automatically if you keep on tapping the trigger. Like, there's basically no burst delay at all, and the ARX even still has quite a fast fire rate, and they both have 0 recoil, whereas the M16 had a ton of recoil and also a very slow fire rate. But now the fire rate is a little bit better, and now it's more of a beneficial delay in the fire rate. It's more like the delay that can help you pick your shots and actually acquire your target and let you actually put some bullets on the target. Instead of just firing a chain of bullets that are going to go everywhere, you can actually have a little bit of time to decide where the target is and actually put those bullets on shots. So it makes you a little bit more accurate, of course, because you aren't just hosing bullets everywhere and you're actually picking your shots. So I think the delay is definitely a lot better. I'm not sure the exact milliseconds or the exact details of how much they increased it, but of course you can notice it is a lot quicker if you watch my old gameplay. And of course the weapon I'm using in this video is the legendary Warpig variant. That's the actual version I'm using. If you want to see an opening of me actually getting this weapon from a supply drop, I'll link that video down in the description. And I've also got a gameplay of the Cell 3 Cauterizer legendary and more supply drop openings on this channel as well. So a ton of videos on this channel to check out right now. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this footage and a look at the new M16, which is definitely much improved. And maybe your thoughts in the comment section. Do you like this weapon now? How do you think it's improved much over the old version, or whether you're going to be using it yourself? But drop a like rating on the video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.